next, we're going to bring on Alyson, the Priestess of Wonderland, to talk about our December moon phase updates. How are you doing, Alyson?
I'm traumatized from that dog story.
That was awful.
You always do this to me. It's like plastic is going to kill you, or dogs are getting murdered in the backyard.
And then our dog started barking in the background.
Oh, gosh.
Right at the end of that story.
Hopefully they're okay.
It's a sheep squatch. Anyway, I heard that December's looking a little crazy. Is this true?
Yeah, I don't like December. So in typical Priestess of Wonderland fashion, we're gonna hang out in La La Land for December, and I'm calling December Dreamy Elf December.
Okay.
So prance around and be silly and goofy like a elf for the month of December, because I have to talk about Retrograde of Palooza Part 2, but first I'll start with the moon. So we already had our new moon in Sagittarius, and last month in November, I talked about Sagittarius being on that like epic quest and that hero's journey. And we're still continuing that energy because the sun is still in Sagittarius, and then we're in the Sagittarius new moon cycle. So the part of our kind of epic adventure that we're on right now is kind of like the first roadblock or that first obstacle of maybe you get snowed in and have to stay at a tavern, or like you have to like have your armor fixed, or one of your adventure friends like betrayed you and is on the other side, or like there's just this roadblock that we've kind of hit with Mercury retrograde and Mars retrograde. Mars retrograde has that feeling of like being stuck in the mud, and it's going to be retrograde until January. So it's not a time to be like setting your New Year's resolutions and acting on them. We're again having that hibernate, let winter be winter energy for this month. So still like plan your adventure and dream about it and look forward to it. It's just not a time to like be moving on anything. Because like we still have Jupiter, Uranus, and Chiron retrograde as well. And now with Mars and Mercury, the only thing we have left is Saturn, Venus, and Neptune. So Neptune is the planet of dreams and subconscious energy. Venus is the planet of love. Saturn is the planet of boundaries and restrictions, but it's in Pisces. So it's more dreamy subconscious energy. So that's where the dreamy elf energy comes in, is just, we're stuck in the mud. We're snowed in at this tavern. Like
it's too cold and windy. Just stay put.
Yeah.
I'm ready to get snowed in. I'll get snow. I mean, he can snow me in any day now. I'll be okay with that.
I know. Me too. So we're just kind of in this weird transition part of our journey. And I really think that we're going to feel that Neptune shift just because Sagittarius is looking for that next thing. And so Neptune going direct is going to help us have clarity instead of when Neptune is retrograde, it's kind of cloudy and you might be delusional about things, and just we need this clarity, and we can sit and dream about it for the rest of the month. And our full moon is happening December 15th in Gemini, which is also light and fun and playful. And so a Sagittarius new moon and a Gemini full moon is just kind of like get snowed in the tavern and have a drink and play some songs and open some presents. And I don't know, just like try to stay positive, because I mean, we're stuck in the mud, and that's when the winter blues start to set in. And so try to like be as playful as possible this month. And all that Sagittarius energy is affecting us until the 21st, which is the winter solstice, and we're shifting into Capricorn. And then we will have a second new moon this month, which is in Capricorn on December 30th. So we actually have 2 new moons this month. We had one December 1st, and then we're going to have one December 30th, which is called a black moon. And you've probably heard of a blue moon, once in a blue moon. That's when we have 2 full moons in a month. But now we're having 2
Weird. That doesn't happen very often, does it?
I think they've started calling it a black moon and like pretty recently, like in the 2000s. So
yeah.
I mean, we talk about maybe just full moons happen more often. I kind of thought that like a blue moon could be either 2 new moons or 2 full moons, but apparently it's a black moon. So the black moon is, according to Aurora Kane, the author of Moon Magic, this Moon Magic book, was like the only thing I could find about a black moon is that it's your lunar chance to see your inner self clearly, which again is like kind of doubled with that Neptune going direct. So you're seeing your inner self clearly, finding that clarity, listening to the voice within, like paying attention to.
Is it like when Atreyu goes to the Southern Oracle in Neverending Story and has to look at himself in the mirror, and then it's like Bastion?
Yes, exactly.
Sorry, 80s kid.
Which is so funny because I was thinking of Neverending Story with the stuck in the mud analogy.
Oh yeah, we're in the bog of eternal sorrow or whatever it is.
Exactly, that's so perfect.
The swamp of sadness. That's what it is. Swamp of sadness. Yeah.
So
we're on our way to the Southern Oracle to see ourselves in the mirror.
Right. Exactly.
So it really is a journey. It's just the Neverending Story journey. Yeah.
We're just kind of at that first obstacle and that we need to overcome, and that's going to give us the confidence to like move forward again. So it's interesting that like the energy of a black moon in general, a second new moon in general, has that like finding your inner truth but the Capricorn and the Neptune, the Capricorn new moon is really kind of helping you believe in your dreams, because Capricorn has that foundation, like the goats can sense the earthquake coming. Capricorn like knows whether or not you can reach that goal or not. And so a black moon and a Capricorn black moon in near the winter solstice is very much this like finding that light in the darkness and finding that light within. So despite feeling stuck in the mud and maybe catching some winter blues, try to focus on being dreamy and envisioning like what you want to do next year.
All right.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's a good time for it.
Find your Falcor and go flying through the clouds and
Although I do want to say, Alyson, you said that I always mess you up with the plastic and the dog, but now you left us with the unfortunate memory of our text.
I know. Well, actually,
I think that was much more of a letdown.
That was kind of my fault.
I thought of it as an analogy, but then Jenny brought it up. So,
all right. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the moon update. I guess we will let everyone know that you'll be coming on the second on the prediction show. You'll be there, so we'll be going over predictions on January 2nd. And we'll also do the moon update that night because we'll be going into January. So.
Right. Hopefully I'll have better news.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much, Alyson. It was great having you on.
Thank you. Bye.